Let me educate you on why your sex is very painful. Dr. Okafor Chidumeje, CEO at OurDrKing Foundation Nigeria, convener, triathlon, the Lupus Day.
Is Dr. Okafor Chidumeje, convener, triathlon, the CEO at OurDrKing Foundation Nigeria, the Lupus Day. I'll be talking about painful sex. 40% of women that are sexually active on earth has once in a while experienced painful sex. Painful sex is known as Dyspareunia in clinical language. And in order to break it down for you, I will describe the causes into two: deep painful sex. This is deep, that's Dyspareunia, and superficial painful sex. Okay, so now I will just give you the causes, the commonest cause of those of painful sex, so that you now know where you fall in. Superficial painful sex is the one that has to do with when the man's manhood is about going into the woman's genitals. It's about going in, so that means it hasn't actually gone in. So the very moment it's already touching that place, there is already feeling of pain. That one is called superficial. Then when I talk about deep means when it has already gone deep in. So what are the causes of superficial? First one is when the female, because of course we're talking about female now. Painful sex about female, not male. Males too also do have painful sex. We're talking about female here. Female is Dyspareunia. So first cause of superficial is when the female is not really sexually attracted to the male. It can cause painful sex because that alone is enough to make sure there's no lubrication. Second one is when there is no lubrication. For whatever reason, there are so many things that can cause absence of lubrication. Second one is when there is no proper sexual arousal. Maybe the foreplay was not long enough. Third one has to do with mechanical issues, like maybe circumcision. There was genital mutilation called circumcision. Fourth one is maybe diseases like inflammation of the vulva, vaginitis, dermatitis, vaginal dermatitis, candidiasis. Yes, these kind of things. Anything that can cause irritation in the outer area. Of course, trauma, maybe injuries, like maybe previous trauma, maybe previous sex that had led to trauma, and there is laceration or bruises around that place that can still lead to that. Then of course some people also react to latex condom, so hypersensitivity reaction to the latex condom can still lead to that. Then deep is mostly due to underlying diseases, like underlying malformations or diseases like adenomyosis, fibroid, vaginismus, UV, that's uterovaginal prolapse, bladder infections like cystitis, coital laceration, that's previous experience from previous sex, rough sex, maybe intercourse with a man that has very long manhood, pelvic inflammatory diseases, or any disease that has to do with the cervix, cervicitis, some sexually transmitted infections, and even some urinary transmitted infections. So all this can lead to painful sex. It's easier actually treating the superficial ones because they are amenable to drugs and good foreplay, and then even buying artificial lubricants. The deeper ones are a bit more difficult to treat, so those ones may actually need visiting a gynecologist for treatment. If you are interested in knowing more about them and their treatment, you can join us in our WhatsApp group, OurDrKing Women Health Platform, a WhatsApp group that has about 500 plus women there. So in that platform, we could trash out the treatments of most of these things.
Now you know why your sex was that painful. Dr. Okafor Chidumeje, CEO at OurDrKing Foundation Nigeria, convener 3 Taton, the Lupus Day, the Lupus Day, Lupus Day.